So let's dive deeper into these adjustments, and we have this image that we're going to correct, and you can see there's some issues with the overall exposure. We'll go to the layers panel, and just like before, we'll click and drag to that new layer icon and change this to corrections. Just hit enter there. And what we're doing is localizing our adjustments on this layer and being flexible. We can change our mind. We'll go to our image pull down menu, adjustments, and then brightness contrast. So we're looking at improving this image, and you can see that we can do that, but as I brighten the image up, a lot of the detail gets lost in the wave that's in the highlight area and the details here. Also, if I want to accentuate that, you can see that all the image gets way too dark. So right now it's only to a point that I can adjust this image based on brightness and contrast, and we're gonna have to dig into our toolbox to kind of address this issue separately. So I'll hit OK and then move on from here. I'll go to image adjustments, and then I'm looking at shadows and highlights. So this is a really interesting option because automatically it will respond to the image, and so the correction happened as soon as I hit shadows and highlights. But you can see here that I can adjust this photograph and independently adjust the shadowed areas and then independently adjust the highlight areas. So for me, this is really interesting because it localizes and allows you to edit a specific part of the histogram. So here I'm going to improve this image by brightening up those shadows to a point, and this is a little bit way too much at 100%, and it's just about finding that wiggle dance with your slider where it starts looking its best by dragging one way or the other and then getting closer to stopping. So here is our correction, and the highlight slider does not need to be manipulated in this case. We check our histogram, we can see that it's full, and we have a lot of detail in the highlights and information in the shadows. We'll hit OK, and it'll apply that correction to that specific layer.